All right, hearing none, let's vote to approve. Would you please put it on the chat? Aye, minutes, nay, minutes, or abstain? Right, so far we have 8. Miss Moore,
Yes.
are you voting?
Oh, I am so sorry. We're voting to approve the minutes.
That is correct.
Yes, I am voting right now. I'm sorry. I was getting the recording set up.
No problem.
All right. I vote aye. Let me write that right now.
We have 9 votes.
I count 10. We have 10 ayes, 0 noes, 0 abstains. Motion passes.
Thank you, everyone. Mixed out, do you wanna, is anybody missing from the roll call that is currently present?
Oh, Miss Dodd, can you please confirm that you are present?
Present.
And Teacher Wren.
Present.
Thank you.
Did you get Miss Martinez, by the way? I'm sorry.
Yes, I got Miss Martinez.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much. Let's go to public comments from our parents or community members.
No comments from the parents.
Thank you. We don't have students at this time.
We do have staff.
However, we do have staff. Any staff members wants to make an announcement? Oh, I do want to point out that I do see Miss Pineda mixed out. I'm not sure if you have her as a guest.
Mr. Anderson said he wanted to make a comment too. I see he's kind of going in and out there.
And Mr. Anderson, okay.
You have 3 minutes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I teach, as Ms. Armienta just pointed out, I do teach Spanish, and I teach French at Hawkins High School. And I also run a music club after school. And my public comment is that for this next following year, we won't be offering French 1. And I would like to, we're still offering French 2. But I would like to point out that I think it would be great for us to offer the opportunity for students to take French 1 next year to continue that opportunity for our students. I feel as if our students do really well in linguistically. We have a diverse group of students. Many students already speak Spanish, which gives them the opportunity to learn a Latin language like French and to have the other sorts of opportunities. Also, French has a huge connection to the African diaspora. I spend a lot of time, as many of my students know, in West Africa with friends of mine that I speak French with. And as well as, places in Europe, like Paris, for instance. And many students that I've wanted to take French 1 this year, but they were not given the opportunity because it got cut for this year. So I really wanted just to come in. Actually, Ms. Moore mentioned to me that there was be the possibility to come into LSLC to mention this. And I'm excited to see everybody here. I haven't been at an LSLC meeting in quite some time, but I don't exactly know how these public announcements work. I don't know if there's a response, but I just wanted to put it out there. There's definitely another there's a whole year to make this choice, but I wanted to put it out there. Is everybody listening to me? Does everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Great.
You should probably just say what you want your next steps to be, and you have 50 seconds.
My 50 seconds. Yeah, my next steps is I'm just putting it out to this group here. You know, I've already talked to students and fellow staff about it. And I just wanted to put it out there as if other people want to also mention or talk about it and see the opportunities that students, you know, and in public education, there's so much, you want to give more students more opportunities to, I mean, I would never have known where I grew up in Massachusetts that I would be a Spanish teacher, but I was given that opportunity to learn it. So I really want our students, I mean, I'm inspired by it, just like I'm inspired by Spanish and just like I'm inspired by music. But I want our students to have as many opportunities, and I love teaching French as well as Spanish and music. And I believe that's my 50 seconds, right?
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much, Ms. Moore.
Okay. And it's 3 seconds for each of the affinity groups, but since we didn't have anybody else for parents or students, if it had been somebody for each one of these groups, we would have to divide up that 3 minutes. So it looks like Ms. Pineda, you had a comment you wanted to make also. If it's an announcement, you could say that to the end, but if it's a comment that you want to make, an issue you want to bring up.
No, I just wrote hello in the chat. That's all.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah, I was on LSLC at my old school, so I wanted to pop in. But that's all.
No, stick around.
Yes.
Introduce yourself to the parents then.
Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Pineda. I am a new school counselor at Hawkins. You might hear my husband singing in the background. He's making dinner. But I'm a new school counselor. I've worked at a couple of LAUSD schools before, and I am now at Hawkins. This is year number 15, I think, of being a counselor. So I'm excited to be at Hawkins. And yeah, I live in the community. I live about a mile away.
Awesome, thank you. And then Mr. Malta, there's a question about the French class. Maybe you can respond to that later in writing, or we just respond to the chat maybe. Or Miss Armienta.
Oh, yes. All right. Yes. The reason behind not offering French one at this time was because of the number of students that we have that need to complete Spanish. And once we have a good handle on the number of students that are taking Spanish, then definitely I would love to have the French pathway in the master's schedule. At this time, we just needed to make sure that we finish up with the Spanish pathway because we have too many students and unfortunately not enough teachers to teach all the students in the Spanish line, but definitely it is up. It will be up next year.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Malta. I just thank you for we've already talked about this, but I thought I'd just bring it up at this meeting and everything.
No.
Does anybody else have anything else?
Not at this time. We got to go to the next thing on the agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody.
You don't have to leave. You can stick around.
Of course, I'm not going to leave when I've already started. I'm here with y'all.
Right. Make sure you sign in guests and those who are voting members for LSLC. There's a sign in the chat. Oh, excuse me. So sorry you got the wrong link though. My goodness. All right. So we're back on track. The new link, I'm just saying it for the recording, is still tinyurl.com LSLC, but it's 2025 now instead of 2021. The 2021 link got broken somehow, so it's fixed. All right. So, Mr.
Yes.
Malta, we don't have any parents to confirm or community members, but we will need to do that before October 15th. That's when we start the new year for LSLC. And that's when the new members of LSLC will move into their positions, and we'll need to also confirm who's going to be the secretary, because it will not be mixed down next year. Our next year is officially starting October 15th, 2025.
Got it. And we're looking for another student?
2 new students. We need 1 official student and 1 alternate, I believe.
Got it.
Yeah, and we could use an alternate parent also.
All right. And Dr. Castillo is not here, so I'm not sure if anybody else can make a community school update.
You know what? She sent a text. Let me see what she said. Voice is cracking. Sorry. I didn't have enough water today. Okay, so as far as community schools update, Ms. Castillo was out sick today. So she sent a text yesterday asking if we could make sure that community school ends up on the PD calendar. She said that she's made several requests for that, and specifically for restorative justice and PBIS. Not sure we have to vote on it in during LSLC meeting, but she would like to make sure that it ends up on the agenda. And I think we did kind of start doing that, because in the evaluation I saw where there was a question about how many people actually knew about what a community school is. But she wants to make sure that it ends up on the PD calendar.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that request went to ILT and it's probably on the agenda to fit in.
Okay.
Yes, we spoke about it last Thursday in ILT, but we're still working on that calendar. But we are only meeting for ILT twice a month this year, so it's going to take a little bit longer than usual.
Longer than usual to get things on the agenda.
Yeah, just because we're not meeting weekly anymore.
Okay.
So that means we're not meeting this week. We're meeting next week.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so that was all for the community schools report for now.
All right, thank you. As far as budgets are concerned, I do have my meeting on Friday with our fiscal specialist. Unfortunately, we are starting the year with a lot of minor changes here and there, somehow or another. We end up with negatives. A lot of it has to do with salaries. Uh, that is one of the things that keeps popping up. So on Friday, we're going to see our fiscal specialist and find out exactly what's going on. And some of it has to do with the money that we're waiting on, the rollover for any of our money that was allocated to us and was not spent, and the carryover. Um, we usually are given about 70% to work with. And so we still uncertain on what is the final rollover going to be. So I'm supposed to get a letter sometime this week. I have not received it. And a few things have happened that can help us in our budget, which ended up being very, very, very tight. We do have a position that became available when Ms. Guevara promoted to be an SAA at Edison Middle School. And I'm trying to change budgets for Mr. Galan, who we hire as our college counselor. We were granted the opportunity to have another counselor on a grant that California was given to us. We started working on this like since last year by the district, and we opted in as a collective body and several high schools that opted in. We are getting one full counselor, and that has to do with how many pathways in CTE do we have at Hawkins, and we have four that qualified for this grant, and that guarantee us a counselor that will do CTE. So we are happy to have an additional funding source coming in because again, we have not started two into the year, and we already have some negatives that we need to deal with. Um, Dr. Castillo has also been dealing with, some negatives that is very difficult to understand. Why is it that negatives are already popping up into our budgets when we have not spent a lot of the money? A lot of it has a lot to do with um, last year's budget that was not claimed until after uh, June 30th. And if it's claim whatever it is after June 30th, then unfortunately it goes into this year's budget. So I will have a better picture of what it's looking like by Friday. So I will keep you updated on what happens with our budget.
Is it possible I can attend that meeting also, Mr. Malta?
You may. Uh,
What time is it going to be?
I believe
We could talk offline about it.
yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's it for budget?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so the next thing on the agenda is the piece that we need to make sure that we get action item on, as it was announced in the meeting today, about a change for the testing schedule. But we actually came up with um, a solution that would actually be better than having to vote on each individual change. For instance, if there is a holiday in the middle of the week, we often want to change the schedule so that the in-classroom teachers have balance with the amount of hours that they're having because of the block schedule. So Mr. Nguyen came up with a generic type schedule that LSLC could approve today if possible, in which case we won't have to come back each time at the last minute or in a rush because somebody forgot to look at the calendar or a date was changed. So it's a testing schedule for when we test, because we've decided as a group, and I'm repeating what Mr. Malta shared with us in the PD, that Tuesdays are going to be our testing days, and then we have some other dates, like I said, that have to do with holidays or unassigned days. And let's see. I think I have that up here, Mr. Nguyen. I'm gonna let you take it from here, okay? As soon as I get this up on the screen. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so this year I'm on IoT as well, and this concern came up about like testing schedules. And so I decided to do a generic weekly schedule that, like we can already have graphics made. I'm not the best on Canva, so I have everything in Google Sheets. But the link for this, I'll send it in the chat as well. The first page is the testing schedules. So I believe testing weeks are all Monday or Fridays off sometimes, and sometimes it's a full week. So in the case of a full week schedule, we'd have that first one, which is what we're gonna have not next week, but sometime in the future, where Monday and Wednesday are all day schedules, Thursday and Friday stay the same, and Tuesday will be that day that we have testing all day long, and that'll kind of align our minutes for all our periods, so nothing will be offset. Week B is as if Monday was the day off. So then we'd have the testing on Tuesday, Wednesday is it all day, and then Thursday, Friday will stay as a block as well. And then for the last schedule on the front page is if Friday is off and we have testing in that week, Monday is a all day schedule, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's going to be the one that we have next week as well. The second page has kind of the holidays schedules because we keep reapproving to adjust minutes. If you could head there, Miss Moore.
Is it a new tab?
Yeah, it'll be a new tab at the bottom. It should say holidays. You should be able to see it.
Let me go.
It says testing at the bottom and it says holidays.
Yeah. The Zoom bar is hiding it. Okay, here we go.
Mhm. So holidays, special schedule A is if we have Friday off. I talked to a few teachers. We can send this out to see if anyone has concerns. But Monday, Tuesday, I've adjusted the schedule, so we should still have some eyes on it because I realigned the minutes to accommodate PD and Monday being a full day, rather than having two back-to-back all-day schedules. I've adjusted it so it matches the minutes from Tuesday, Wednesday. However, it's happening on Monday, Wednesday. I put period one on Monday so that students would still feel like normal going to school on Monday, going to the period one, rather than like starting randomly in period four. But again, this is sent early enough that we can send it through UTLA or other avenues for have other teachers see it. Schedule B is if Monday's a day off, which happens quite a lot. And that's just the regular schedule. I think when Monday is a day off, that's actually the least work for us.
Mhm.
And then there are 2 weeks that I looked ahead and found. So from 9/29 to 10/3, there is a Thursday off, and I've adjusted the schedule for that. That is putting an all-day schedule on Friday because it's like they come back, they're not there on Thursday, they come back right before the weekend. Having an all-day schedule there seems like it would fit. And then on the last week, it's having that Tuesday holiday on 11/10 and 11/14. I presented both options of kind of looking at Monday and Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday being blocked, or Monday, Wednesday being an all-day schedule. After talks with some teacher, um, I believe the first one would be preferred, but again, this is early enough ahead of time that we can send it out to teachers at PD or over their email for a vote. I just wanted to present this to LSLC today.
Okay. So what LSLC would be doing is making a motion to approve this with any corrections or changes based on staff?
Indeed, that's what we would be doing.
Okay. All right, so somebody want to make a motion and then we can have discussion?
I, Alex Nguyen, motion to approve the adjusted schedules for upcoming weeks with any corrections made by staff after it's sent out.
Okay,
I, Paola Armienta, second the motion.
okay. Let me go back to the schedule. Okay, so it's been moved in second to approve the holiday and testing schedule with any corrections or corrections or deletions from the staff. Discussion.
Amazing job, Mr. Nguyen.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's really helpful that we already know what the bell schedule is going to be in advance. And we've had the same bell schedule for 3 years, so we know what to look for. And did that make your job a little easier there, Mr. Nguyen?
Yeah, it also helps that like they talk about on ILT and now we don't have to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Now that I'm also on ILT and we can get these things. Yeah,
Okay.
thanks.
Did you have an aha moment? Okay. So yeah, you're right. Monday is the least heavy lifting because when there's a Monday holiday, we just keep the schedule the same, other than you just don't have all classes on Monday. So the one that looks like there's going to have to be some decision on is if the holiday falls on a Tuesday.
Yes.
That's the one where you had like two different schedules.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll bring it up in the UTLA meeting tomorrow also and send it out to UTLA educators, the counselors and nurses and in classroom and out of classroom staff and have them weigh in on it.
That sounds great.
Okay,
Let's not forget the cafeteria.
absolutely. We usually do. But they're not, ooh, we usually don't ask them about this, or do we? We should though.
Yeah, definitely, because they're preparing the meals and it makes changes for them.
Yeah, we usually tell them after we've made the change.
It sounds like we can improve our practices here.
Yes. It's been my experience. Like if you're talking about changing like a whole bell schedule for the school, we usually involve them in that. But on these changes, the cafeteria staff was like, just make sure you don't forget us when you've made these changes so that we know how to adjust our ordering. That we need to make sure we improve our practice on if we haven't been doing that already. Any other comments, questions, discussion? Good job, Mr. Nguyen.
Good job.
All right. So, Mr. Malta, you think we're ready for the vote?
We are ready for the vote.
All right. So yes to approve the holiday testing schedule with any corrections or deletions from staff. Mr. Nguyen, when should we have this done? By the end of the week, you think, or by Monday, the 25th?
Well, ideally by the end of the week so that next week's schedule change can be pushed through. Um, I don't know who normally makes the graphics on Canva, but all the information is here to
Yeah.
make that graphic, minus the testing schedule from Miss Jackson specifically on Tuesday.
Okay, and if that's gonna take too long, we could just show them this PDF. I mean, this spreadsheet that you created, turn it into a PDF maybe.
Yeah,
Because we just need to get the information out to them and then we can show them a pretty one later after it's been approved.
yes, that would work.
Okay. Ms. Jackson is proposing to do testing next week.
That is correct.
On the 27th. No, 26th.
Yeah,
Should be the 26th.
okay, so the 26th. Okay, and then Friday, we have no school because of admissions day, the 29th.
Correct.
All right. How do we do on count there?
Counting 9 votes at the moment, including Miss McIntyre's private one. He sent directly to me.
Teacher Ren just voted. And just as a reminder, because I know that Mr. Mike is on the same page, you know, this is shared decision making. So we do want people to make comments and to ask the questions that you need to ask to make sure you feel comfortable with your vote.
I think we're missing Miss Martinez.
Okay. Ms. Martinez, are you available to vote? Awesome.
All right, 11 ayes, 0 noes, 0 abstains. Motion passes.
Right, thank you.
Way to go, LSLC. So this should save us from having to do these kinds of votes for the rest of the year, right?
That is correct. That's the intent.
That's the intent. Way to be efficient, folks. Okay, I'm going back to what I hope is the agenda. Yay, yes, I am. Are my little things blocking? No, okay. All right, so that was the calendar item. Anything for, oh, the calendar's not done yet, right? No updates? Not till next week. We don't have to worry about professional development. Restorative justice, any comments, updates? When is the next meeting for restorative justice, the PBIS?
Miss Moore, did you want to mention back to school?
Oops, did I miss that?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Back to school, fall 2025 is on Thursday, September 4th, 2025. It's normally 5 to 7. Does anybody know if it's still 5 to 7?
It should be.
Okay. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we are inviting some community groups to attend as well. I know Dr. Castillo started inviting, so there's a group called Scope that was out helping us welcome new kids for opening day on the 14th. And there's another group called Share that is a rehab and resource center for housing and things like that. So it should be a great day. I have to make sure we get the word out. And did everybody sign in? Mixdow just put a link in for everybody, including guests, to sign in for today. Anything else we need to add for that part? When is do we have student-led conference date?
I
Yes,
believe everything's on the calendar, Dr.
everything's
Castillo
on the
sent
calendar.
online.
And that is available to parents too?
I don't know if it's on the school website yet.
Okay, let me see if it's down here. I see back to student-led conference is 10/23. And homecoming, that is October 10. I want to put that on the calendar. Oops, sorry. That should go in the minutes, not the agenda. So homecoming, let's see, student-led conference is October 23rd. And homecoming is Friday, October 10th. We're actually playing Bourbon Day. At 7:30 p.m. That's from the athletic director. And there's no school on Friday, August the 29th. That is, oh, we got grad night already too? Or is that graduation? Grad night, all right, grad night, June 5.
That was from last year. I do not believe anything's been done regarding grad night this year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, unless Miss Armienta, you have it sorted out with them this year?
I'm gonna call them this week or next week just so we can start getting the buses and everything ready.
Let me put you in touch with some of the seniors for this year as well.
Copy that. Thanks.
Awesome. So you have a tentative date for June 5, Ms. Armienta?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Lovely. Oh, you already put that in the chat. Okay, great. Okay. Let's see. I guess we could put that under announcements, huh? But probably should put it in the school calendar. Restorative justice practice, PBIS. Oh, when is the next meeting for that, Mr. Malta? Do you know? Positive behavior and supports, restorative practices.
Miss Moore, did you want me to share PD calendar?
Oh, I thought you didn't have anything. Yes, I do want you to share.
Okay, I wasn't prepped because it said no updates, but so give me a second so I can pull it up.
Okay. I didn't have you down for making updates because I didn't want to put you all under pressure because you haven't met yet.
We met we met over the summer and then we met last week.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, we don't have everything on there yet, obviously.
Stop sharing so you can, okay? Or I'll put in multiple. Here we go. All right, go ahead.
1 second, I'm still trying to pull it up. Okay. Whoops. Okay.
Said it couldn't hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so today and next week we will have our orientation and welcome.
It just
And then hello.
never mind. Your sharing never disappeared. It made it for me. Sorry.
Okay. And then we have in blue a lot of our district PDs that are mandated. And then in orange our safety modules that we have been doing. So this is our schedule for August. And then, and again, this is all the things might move around depending on what's needed. So like I said, we haven't put in like PBIS or restorative justice or community schools yet, but there are a lot of blank spaces for us to put things in. We have integrated ELD, backwards planning, de-escalation. So we planned out most of the year already.
Don't forget BSAP in there somewhere.
Yes, we need to add BSAP. Thank you. We're doing our, I was gonna say CIC, Plan Do Study Act, PDSAs again this year. We haven't talked about the topics yet because we're just starting out and we haven't had our department meetings yet. But those are also already scheduled in. We have, where is it? Is it this one? Okay. This is not a public one, but we have planned out like whole group versus department versus grade level. So we're trying to work in grade level more this year. We tried a little bit last year, but it didn't kind of pan out the way that we wanted to. So we're trying to be even more what's the word? Like intentional in those grade level PLCs. So again, a lot of it is district um things that the district wants us to do, but they do align with what we already are doing at Hawkins. And then there's like just the fill-ins are mostly the PDSAs. And then a couple of logistic things like senior defense, and trying to bring in more of PBL this year as well. So we introduced PBL last year, and so we're trying to do more of that this year, especially at the grade level level.
Awesome. I'm glad you changed that language from mandated to like highly recommended. Yeah, because we're a community school, so we have 100% control over the PD. So if the district is offering or suggesting that we make this part of our professional development, and like you said, if it aligns with our school priorities and it makes sense, then we go ahead and do that. But just as a reminder, remind ILT, we do have 100% control over the PD as a community school.
But the district is asking for what was it, 10, Mr. No, 14, right? 14
Yeah.
modules, and then with an additional 6. And so all of those are already planned out for the year. But again, things might move in terms of placement, but the topics have been chosen.
Awesome. Yeah, they can ask, but we still have 100% control over the PD.
Mr. Malta, did you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, and just to clarify, we actually created the PD plan before this other document that is on the screen right now, which is what the district asked. So all we did was match to what we planned to what to the topics that they want us to do throughout the year. And we did a lot of mix and match, so we're good.
All right. Any questions or comments?
Looks fantastic. You all look like you did a lot of good work over the summer. I see why you want to share.
It was a lot of Mr. Kawai and Miss Moran did most of the legwork as far as I know.
Awesome. Are you gonna put a link to that in the minutes?
I will,
Okay.
and these ones are not public because it's a lot of like extra stuff, but I
Okay.
can put the that simplified one.
The simplified one, yeah. And of course, we know it may change, like you said, but this is the tentative one so far, right?
Right.
Awesome. Yeah. Please. Yeah, and look where you can put in community schools too. It may need more than one meeting. But I'm sure you'll get with Dr. Castillo on that.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now, Mr. Malta, when is restorative practice, positive behavior? Mr. Outlaw, do you know when they're going to meet again? Mr. Malta, do you know when the next meeting is? It was the first Wednesday of the month in room 206. Is that still the case?
It might still be the case. I don't think that they have confirmed yet.
Yeah. So that means for now, it looks like
206 is now a classroom.
Yeah, so we'll find the right place.
okay. So we need to take 206 off of there.
Yes, 206 is our IDM special day class.
Nice. Okay. We'll take that out and then, so tentative for September 3rd then? For the question one?
Yeah.
Okay. We kind of did announcements, but are we ready to move into announcements? Anybody have any additional announcements? Nope. All right. Any we have our standing agenda items. Anything else we need to add for the next meeting, which should be the first Tuesday in September? That's gonna be a busy week. That's September 2nd. Leadership, don't you have something coming up like Club Rush? I heard from some kids.
Yeah, we're working on planning Club Rush. We're doing a welcome back assembly this Friday. I don't know if Dr. Castillo's processed that paperwork. We're planning homecoming. As soon as those get in shape, we're gonna start working on Hispanic Heritage Month. There's a lot of work going on right now.
Is Club Rush actually on September 2nd though? Is that
Yes, yes.
okay?
We submitted the paperwork for it to be then, and we're sending out all communications this week sometime, so be on the lookout for that.
Okay, thank you. All right. Anything else on the agenda other than our standing items? Which is a public comment, community schools, budget, calendar for the school, PD calendar, PBIS, restorative practice, anything else? Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So, Mr. Malta, it is 6:47 p.m. You want to call? We're going to adjourn this meeting, okay?
All right, let's adjourn.
6:47 p.m.
6:47.
And our next meeting will be on Tuesday, September 2nd at 5:30 p.m. We need students for LSLC, Mr. Nguyen. So if you have any,
I have a few in mind. I will talk to them.
awesome. And then Miss Armienta, we need some parents. Miss Martinez, we need parents also for LSLC, okay?
Have a good night, everyone.
All right, take
Have a good
care.
night.
Good night.
All right, have a good night.
Well, Mr. Malta.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.